Hello everybody and welcome back to PMGT 1030 week 4. Woo! At the end of this week we are halfway home to the goal line. I bet you wish it was longer. Sure, I do too. So we'll begin this week with some words of wisdom from the noted orator Shrek. In his words of wisdom, he would say, well, better in than out, I always say, which really gives us the power of two important points, in or out in this case. So this week, we want to address two key points too, and that is focus on cost advantage and differentiation advantage. You decide which is better, in or out, but let's start with our considerations, our deliberations, with the Tiny Bar. The Tiny Bar is in St. Louis on Washington Avenue in the downtown area. It's easy Google search, you'll find it. And it's a good example of the lessons this week. For those that can, I recommend, and if you're interested and you enjoy this sort of thing, maybe take your computers down to the Tiny Bar and pull them out and reflect on the scenario this week. Maybe go down there to address your discussion questions. And do it in the sense of differentiation advantage, cost advantage, and the Tiny Bar. By the way, check the hours. I think it's only open Wednesday through Friday from like 5 to 9. Sweet. I want to work, maybe 5 to 10. I want to work 15 hours a week. Incredible. But it's a Tiny Bar. It offers so much. It is the smallest bar they advertise in St. Louis. It's clever. So this week then, using that concept, we will integrate and extend the analysis of competitive advantage that we've been talking about. By now we ought to be thinking of it in terms of external competitive advantage and internal competitive advantage. External being success factors at the industry level, internal competitive advantage being the resources and capabilities that give us that superior performance, that foundation for superior performance. Okay, but we're expanding that now. We're developing that into cost advantage and differentiation advantage. Okay, which is all about the competitive advantage that is key to understanding the translation from the business case as a project manager, from the business case to our charter and our project plan. Okay. So the cost advantage will have two main components in it, so look for that in the lesson. It'll have cost drivers in it, the factors which cause a firm's unit costs to differ from the competitors. If my unit costs are less than my competitors, that gives me a cost advantage. Also look for the value chain, all right? Again, focusing on a simple example in relation to the commercial aircraft production. Consider the stages of building an airplane and the value chain built into that, and identify the stages where the major opportunities are for obtaining cost advantage in the value chain occur. Okay. You can do this for lots of industries, the automobile industry, etc., etc. After cost advantage, I want you to look for this week differentiation advantage. Really understand that. I devote really a little more time to it probably than cost advantage, partly because differentiation advantage tends to be more sustainable than cost advantage will. Partly because this differentiation offers greater scope for innovation, greater insight. You can exploit your own company's uniqueness and your own project's uniqueness. And also partly because differentiation advantages bring us face to face with the central concepts of strategy, including coherence and identity, which relate in great deal to the projects we work on. So there you have it. The analysis of differentiation advantage is concerned with identifying opportunities for matching the demand side desire for differentiation with, for example, the supply side desire for potential, okay, to create that uniqueness. Okay, Here we go. This week, again, do the readings, I recommend first. Then pull down the slides and review the lecture. And as always, don't forget the discussion board and your business case analysis, which applies not just these principles this week, but already begin to incorporate the key concepts of previous weeks. Really put you on a good path towards the final paper and making it easy for you. Don't forget to highlight the keywords that you're using from the lessons in your submission. And take time out to go back and review a business case, because the business case is going to be your tool to answer the final scenario, which is your final paper. Okay? Hey, that was fun for me. Hope so for you too. If you stayed this long, thank you. You better have. Anyhow, no, have fun. And I will see you online. Write me. I'm happy to help. Go SLU, go you.